There are also two concealers I've been reaching for pretty consistently this month. Hey everybody, welcome back. And today we're going to do a recent favorites video. These are just some products I've been reaching for over and over and over and over again. So I haven't done a video like this in a while, so I thought I would just share these products with you. Now there's some old favorites in here. There's some new products. There are some high-end drugstore, just kind of, we're covering the gamut here. So yeah, that being said, if you want to see what products I have been reaching for a bunch lately, then stick around. So first off, let's talk about a primer that I have rediscovered, and I'm actually almost out of this. You can see I've got maybe one or two more uses left out of this. And this is the Stila One Step Correct Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Serum. Now, this is an old favorite. I actually picked this up during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty the first time a few years ago, because that girl Shay XO was talking about how it did just such a good job of evening out her skin tone. And with this primer, let me squeeze out just a little bit so you can see it. Since you can't see any of the tube, since it's almost gone, it has a green, a peach, and a white swirl to it. I'm just gonna zoom in so you can see that. So you can see that you have three different colors in the corrector there. You can see the peach, the green, and the white. And when you smooth this out onto the skin, I feel like it just is such a multi-benefit primer. I feel like it does a really good job of just smoothing your skin, adding some hydration to your skin, and really kind of just evening out the skin tone, especially if you have some redness or discoloration. So you have a really nice base for your foundation. So I have a ton of foundation. I mean, as much as I've decluttered out of that drawer, it's built up again with primers and foundations and sprays. I've been doing better on powder, not picking up a whole bunch, because I'm always in the search for something new or something that's going to help my dry skin. But once I get through some of those primers, this is probably one that I will pick up, especially for in the winter months, just because it is a more hydrating primer and it just has so many good benefits. I feel like Stila is one of those brands that really gets overlooked, and they just make such good products. So this has definitely been one that I have been reaching for over the past few months as I've been trying to finish it up, and it will eventually be a repurchase. I really, really enjoy this product. Now, the two foundations that I have been reaching for most consistently, and I generally like to mix things up every day, but I've been reaching for these pretty consistently, are the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin and the Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse. I have the Superstay Better Skin, good Lord, in porcelain, and I have the Dream Liquid Mousse in nude ivory. Now, this has been replaced by the Dream Satin Mousse, which I do want to try once I run out of this, because I am finishing these up. But I feel like these two foundations individually give such a beautiful natural finish to the skin, but there's something about when you combine them, they just give a beautiful, like, velvety texture to the skin, and I always use these together. This one is definitely a little bit more pink. This one has a little bit more of a yellow undertone, and when I mix them together, it just gives me the perfect finish. I am a neutral undertone for the most part. Sometimes I lean more pink, but I can pull off a little bit more of a yellow foundation. It just depends on the time of year, what kind of makeup I'm doing, but these two together are just the best combination. So I will be trying the satin mousse with this when it comes time to repurchase them, just because I love these two together, and I like them individually too. For color combination, there's just something magical that happens when I put those together. So really, really enjoy these. I just like Maybelline foundations in general, and these two are just my favorite. But I've also been reaching for my Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Skin Transforming Powder in 10 porcelain. Now, I've been using a lot of loose powder lately, either my Coty Airspun or my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. And I've been using that kind of just where I'm setting my concealer, kind of around this area of my face, just to get something lighter. And then for the perimeter of my face, I've been going into this powder, and it's been doing a really good job. job. I'm sorry, Kita is knocking over the ring light. He's just not having it today. And this is just a really nice powder. I would say this is a buildable full coverage powder. So you can really kind of shear it out, or you can use it in a little bit more full coverage capacity. I've just been kind of just really going, again, just around the outer perimeter of my face with this. And I really, really enjoy it, especially around the chin area, because this is where I tend to, my makeup tends to break up a little bit more. And I feel like this powder, because it is so substantial, it does a good job of holding my makeup together. So really been enjoying that powder. All right, guys, so the next thing I want to talk about is my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus and this is in the lavender scent. And I love this. I was so late to the game with this, and I love it. I don't necessarily use it as a setting spray to set my makeup at the end of my makeup routine. What I've been using this for a lot is once I've got my foundation and powder on, I will spray this to calm everything down and take away the powderiness of it. Now, I have got a ton of other setting sprays that I need to work through. Guys, it's terrible. My foundation drawer, I know I just did a declutter and it's already getting out of hand. The powders are okay, but the primers and the foundations and the sprays are creeping back up there, and I've got to nip it in the bud because I'm always on the search. I'm always searching for the best foundation because I feel like my skin is so dry. Again, I'm getting older. I've got texture, I've got wrinkles, and I'm always trying to find something that is going to give me a nice, natural, luminous finish. And I feel like today, I really like this foundation combination I'm wearing today. I'm trying out a couple new things, but it looks so harsh on camera. But it looks good in person, you know, so let me turn it down. Let me just tangent so you can see. I just turned off my ring light completely, and it looks, so I've got my softbox lights on. So it looks a lot better. It's a little bit more harsh. I've got some blemishes popping up. So it definitely looks better under, you know, not under the studio lights. I'm looking at my monitor, but anyway, it's too dark. So that's why my drawer builds up so fast. So I have a ton of other sprays I need to work through, but I love this spray. I just think it's light. It just does the job. It takes away all of that powderiness. The spray on it is nice and even. It's such a great spray, and it's one of those cult products for a reason. Plus it just smells really good. It's just really, really refreshing. So I love this product. This will eventually be a repurchase. Guys, I'm doing good. I'm finishing up a bunch of product, but this, I will be sad to see that go. A couple of concealers I've really been liking, and both of these are new. So the first one I talked about a little bit, I want to say in my Get Ready With Me, and this is the Juvia's Place Concealer, and I'm in the shade 24, which is the lightest one. And then I have the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in Light Peach. So these are great. I've really been enjoying both of these. Now, I would say the e.l.f. concealer, it's a great match for me. I would say it is a dead-on dupe for Shape Tape. It's got the same texture, it's got the same consistency, it's got the same amount of coverage, and it is like under $10. I've really, really been enjoying that one. And then the Juvia's Place it reminds me of a less intense version of Shape Tape. That's it. It's definitely more brightening for me, this color, which is why I like to mix it with other concealers. I like these two together actually. And it's got a good amount of coverage, but it's got more moisturizing, hydrating properties to it. It kind of reminds me of if the Tarte Shape Tape and the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, which I love, had a baby. I feel like it would be this Juvia's Place concealer. So I've been using these two together because this one's so brightening. This one's a little bit more right on my skin tone. This one's more intense, a little bit more thick, and this one is a little bit more hydrating and just kind of a thinner consistency. I don't know why this reminds me of Shape Tape, but it just does. Maybe it's the packaging, I don't know. But I guess it's the coverage, but those two together have been working really, really well. And I've been using this with other concealers to kind of tone down the texture, brighten them up a little bit, and add a little bit of hydrating properties underneath the eye especially. And this one is just a full-on crazy full coverage concealer. So I've really been enjoying both of these so far. I'm a concealer whore. What can I say? I can't help it. I'm trying new things. I just get excited and I try new things. Another product I've really been loving lately is the Eyeko Lash Alert Mascara. This is really, really good. I have been wearing this a bunch on camera lately. And guys, this is another insecurity of mine. I always felt like coming on camera, without lashes on my face made me look weird and not made up. And I've been so much more comfortable coming on camera with just some mascara on. And from what I've seen from a bunch of comments on a bunch of different videos, a bunch of different platforms, is that you guys want to see makeup looks without lashes because people don't wear lashes every day. I like wearing lashes. Sometimes I'll even wear them to work. I like to wear them when we go out. I like to wear them on vacation, but I don't wear them every single day. So I wanted to kind of be more representative of that on my channel. But this mascara, man, sometimes you just have a mascara that just makes you feel good. And when it comes to curl and volume and just really plumping up. So this is the brush. So it's got a nice curl to it. It's a really traditional brush with just that curl to it. And I feel like it does such a good job of really getting in there, separating the lashes, adding volume, adding some curl, adding some length. I want to try this full size once I finish up with a sample, which makes me a little nervous because let me know if it's just me, but there's a difference between the full sizes and the samples. I wish they would just sell mascaras. I wish they would sell every mascara in just a sample size. I wish they would do that because sometimes you want different things from a mascara and you're not going to go through that big tube of mascara in 3 months, you know what I mean, or before it goes bad. Plus, I always feel like the samples are always better than the full size. Let me know if I'm weird or if you guys experience that too, but I will try this one full size because I think it's just a fantastic mascara. I've really been enjoying that lately, so. And that's the only thing I think I've ever tried from Ico, but I likes it. Another product from e.l.f. that I've really been enjoying, and I want to say this, oh, you know what, they do have the, I'm an idiot. I didn't realize they had the name on this when I was using this in my tutorial. It's on the tip. This is the brow pencil. This is just the e.l.f. brow pencil in deep brown. And this color I love, especially with my hair being the color it is right now. It's almost like a charcoal brown, but it's so cool. And I like using this, and I'll lay this down on my brows and then go in with a warmer brow pencil and just kind of fill it in and then comb them all together. And I've really, really been enjoying this little $2 pencil. I mean, my eyebrows wear all day. It goes on nice and smooth. It doesn't tug on the skin, but once it's on there, I feel like it dries down and it just doesn't go anywhere. And the color is just dead on. It's so easy to get something that is too red. And I love how cool toned this is because I can use this with any other brow pencil, brow product I have, and it just tones it down and brings it to a more happy medium. And I absolutely love this. So this is the e.l.f. brow pencil in deep brown. It's $2. I like it. If you are somebody who has a hard time finding deep browns that are not too red, try this out because it might not be the only product you use in your brow, but it's going to be a great tool to even everything out. Love it. Next product I want to talk about is something I've been reaching for a bunch lately, and I've been using it in videos too. And this is the Milani Baked Blush in Rosa Romantica. I just talked about this in, guys, I'm getting senile because I can't even remember what product I talked. Oh, I talked about this in my favorite face shaping products. I'll put a link. Is it here? It'll be here, up here. But this is such a beautiful blush. I love Milani's baked blushes anyway, but this one I don't really use as a blush. I use it as a blush topper, and I generally just concentrate it. I'll put my blush down and I'll put this right on the apples of my cheeks like it is today. And then I'll bring my highlighter up there, and it's just so pretty. It just adds such a gorgeous glow. It gives kind of just I feel like it just kind of helps smooth out everything. It's just such a beautiful product. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you are deeper skin toned, this would be a gorgeous pinky highlight on you. If you are my skin tone, you could probably use it either way. And if you're lighter than me, this would be a beautiful blush on you. I love Milani's products. I love Milani's baked blushes, and these are gorgeous. I just think they're stunning. Good product. Thank you, Nicole from Young, Wild, and Polished, because I wouldn't have that in my life if I didn't watch your videos. Another product I want to talk about is an old favorite, and this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder Blush Palette. And I have been using this one in particular, and I think these are backwards on here because I think this is Luminous Flush, Incandescent Electra, and Mood Exposure. I could be wrong. Let me look and see how they're labeled on here. I can never tell if they're backwards. Oh, yeah, no, I've been using the wrong one. I've been telling y'all I've been using Mood Exposure. This one's Mood Exposure. I've been using Luminous Flush, I think. Let me know. Let me know if I'm wrong. I don't know. I've been using this blush right here, okay? I love it. I love all of these blushes. These Hourglass powders are just so beautiful. But this one is just one of those beautiful neutral, it's there but you don't realize it's there kind of blushes. Those are the other two swatch. But this one I just love. I love it. I love it. It's so beautiful. It's so neutral. I'm actually not wearing it today, but these, if you are older, if you have texture on your skin, if you are somebody who is dealing with fine lines and you want to invest in a good quality brand that makes amazingly gorgeous face powders, Hourglass 100%. They are expensive AF, but they're so damn good. And I have been reaching for this palette a whole bunch lately. Absolutely, absolutely adore. And then on the flip side of that, I have also been really working on my ambient lighting powder palette. And this one comes with dim light, incandescent light, and radiant light. And I love all of these. I use dim light as a bronzer, incandescent light I'd use as a highlighter and an under eye setting powder. That one's pretty much gone. And then radiant light, I just kind of use all over the face. I love these. I think when I go back and repurchase this, I think what I'm going to do is get incandescent light, and I'm going to find one that's more skin toned because radiant light's just a little deep for me. So I'll probably buy just the full size of incandescent light and find another shade that I can just buy in full size and use as a finishing powder, because again, these are so beautiful. They're so gorgeous. But I do like using dim light as a bronzer. It's gorgeous on the skin. Again, radiant light is great too if your foundation's a little bit light. For me, I use it to tone down my foundation and maybe deepen it up a little bit, and then incandescent light I just went to town on. So that is, these are so filthy dirty, but I can't help it. These are so good, and I will shell out the $45 to buy these full size, because I probably won't buy the palette again. I'll just buy the full size ones, but they are so good. All right, guys, we've just got one more product, and it's just a lipstick color I've really been liking lately. And this is from the MAC Aladdin collection, which I had to get some of the, I just got some of the tubes. That's kind of what I've been doing with MAC, is if they have beautiful packaging, I'm a sucker. I'll just buy a bullet or two. From the Electric Wonder collection, I did buy 2 of the bullets, and I just went back and bought one of the eyeshadow palettes today because I think it's so gorgeous. And I'm actually wearing Raja today. I'll go ahead and swatch both of these because I like both of them. This is just a gorgeous, this one is a matte, and I'm wearing it over a Jordana lipstick. It's so pretty. I've been trying to get back. I have not been wearing deep, dark lipsticks for a minute, so I've just been feeling them the past few days, but this is the shade I've been reaching for a ton, and this is the Amplified Cream in Friend Like Me, and I love this lipstick. It's one of those just easy lipsticks. I can throw it on by itself. I can throw it over a lip liner, and it is just gorgeous. It's like the perfect kind of nude shade for me, where it's not too pink and it's not too brown. It's just really, it's kind of like Your Lips But Better color. So gorgeous. The Amplified Cream formula from MAC is really comfortable, but it's not so creamy that I feel like it's going to go flying off my face. I just feel like it's really substantial and will stay where I put it, and it lasts really well. So I've been loving this lipstick a whole bunch. I've been reaching for it quite a bit. All right, guys, so those are just some recent favorites I've been really enjoying, or just not even favorites, but just been products I've been reaching for pretty consistently. And I know I haven't done a video like this in a while, so I figured I would share that with you. So again, just some old favorites, some new favorites, some drugstore, some high-end, just a mix of everything. So let me know what your favorite products have been recently. I'm always interested to hear what you guys have to say. I love talking to you guys about this stuff, but I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I do want to shout out a video today. I talked about this channel in my Chit Chat Get Ready With Me when I went on a rant about lipstick gate. God, that situation's getting crazy. But Candice at Cosmetic Chaos, I found her through her palette collection because I felt like she was like a kindred spirit, because I mean, if you watch her collection and you've watched my collection, you would know. But she just did a fun video. She did the palette tag, and it's called Another Palette Tag video, which I want to film coming up in the next week or so. But I loved that video. I love hearing her thoughts on products because she's just so unfiltered and just so real with it. So definitely go check her out. I highly suggest you subscribe. She's awesome, and she just tries out a crap ton of products. So she just has a really good perspective on how things work in relation to other products. So definitely go check her out. She's amazing. Check out that video. I will link it down below and I'll link it in the end cards. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out and talking about makeup with me. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Have a rocking week and I will see you next time. Bye.